In one of the internships I completed before I started my career in consulting at McKinsey, I managed after some time to closely work together with the managing director and other board members of this company during my internship. And I realized during the weeks I was there how puzzled many of the other employees of that company were, how I managed to do that, right? Why I was now suddenly closely working together with the senior leadership of this company. But how did that work? How did I make that happen? And in the end of the day, this was down to my PowerPoint skills, down to my skills in slide writing. And this is exactly the topic I want to talk with you today about in this video. So welcome to a new coffee break here on my channel From Learning, the place where I want to help you to become successful in the first years of your career. Most companies, both medium-sized companies but also large companies, use slides as a main means of communication, especially when they communicate to external parties, to banks, to investors, financial institutions, but maybe also customers or important suppliers. Now try to put yourself into the shoes of a senior leader of such a company who is currently preparing for such an important meeting. Of course, that person wants to make sure that the document that he or she creates to present is spot on, is perfect, is meeting highest professional standards. Though that being said, it is just the truth, based on my humble experience, that in many of these companies, even in very large corporate organizations, that there are only very, very few people who are really good at PowerPoint, who are really good at creating professional slide presentations. And in this fact, there lies a huge opportunity for you. Because if you are a young professional in the first years of your career, you are lacking the deep domain knowledge. You will not be sought out usually as an expert from inside the organization. But if you have this basic technical skill of creating professional slide presentations, suddenly you might find yourself in the position to now help other people significantly higher up in the chain of command. And of course, this is not just busy work, because suddenly you find yourself getting exposure to the senior leadership of the company. Suddenly you're involved in some of the high stakes, high priority projects or initiatives that the company is spearheading. And in addition to that, and frankly, this is something I also only really understood since I started the YouTube channel in 2020, there's a huge demand in the corporate world to upskill their employees on slide writing skills as well. So this is something I have not talked about too much here on the channel, but I'm actually quite regularly doing corporate training sessions on communications and slide writing skills. If you would be interested to do something like this as well for your team, I will leave some more information, including reviews from prior clients, in the video description. Be free to check this out. But my actual purpose with this video is to help you upskill yourself on slide writing skills too. Because let's be honest, it can be quite challenging to acquire this slide writing knowledge by yourself, because usually in corporate environments you don't really get the feedback that you're getting if you're working in firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain, where every single slide that you create, every single page will more or less get ripped apart, right, by your project lead or your partners if they don't meet highest professional standards. So you need someone who teaches these skills to you. And usually when I conduct these sessions with corporate clients, these clients pay 4 to 5 digit sums for these training programs, depending on the scope and the number of participants. But I want to enable you to develop these skills at a fraction of the cost. And this is why over the last months I've been very busy with finalizing the Communications and Slide Writing Academy. This is the new From Learning educational flagship offering, aiming to teach you all the communications and slide writing skills that you would acquire after several years of working at a firm such as McKinsey, BCG or Bain. Besides these topics on communications and slide writing, it also includes additional modules such as on problem-solving skills and also on professional readiness. There's also a pretty packed bonus bag. For instance, I partnered with a former McKinsey partner who delivers a session for you on sponsor and mentor networks, how you can build sponsor networks in your organization. And while this might be the full game changer and really advancing your career, I think this module alone is very much worth the investment of joining the Academy. The Academy is mainly based around on-demand videos. They're like 7 or 8 hours of pure video materials. On top of that, you have lots of handouts, and you also have capstone projects that allow you to really apply all your learnings on practical projects to advance your skills. And there's also a certificate that you will get from me, from Learning, if you successfully complete the Academy. So if you're interested in this, there's a link in the video description allowing you to enroll into the Communications and Slide Writing Academy. For all of you actively following the channel, I also included a bonus code in the video description allowing you to enroll at a discount. So this code will only be there available for you during the launch period. If you're now watching this later and the code is there no longer, sorry for this, but I can promise you that the Academy is still very much worth your investment as well. I will add additional content to the Academy in the future, which is also why I'm planning to increase the price of the Academy going forward. So if you want to lock in the current price and still get access to future updates as well, can only recommend you to enroll right now. Whether you decide to join or not, I can only recommend you to actively work on your slide writing skills. And of course, I have also lots of videos available on this channel from Learning for free, teaching some of the best tips and practices to working on slide presentations. And of course, I will also continue creating content for free here for you on the From Learning channel. I'd appreciate it if you like this video for the YouTube algorithm and also subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on our future slide writing content that you can expect here. My name is Heinrich. Big thanks to all the members of From Learning. I'm creating weekly videos here on the channel. See you again next week. Until then, all the best to you.